I've been doing this for weeks.
We're online, Dom. It's worked first time this time. Hello, everyone. Oh my God!
Hello. Welcome everybody to episode 40 of Dom and Tom Sit, Talk and Hobby.
40?
Huzzah!
40. That's with it. At least the stream's older than we are now.
Yeah, exactly. It might look a bit younger, but in fact it is older.
Barely.
Welcome one and all to
Yes. Thank you all for coming to join. I'm just going to push the door too, because I can hear myself in the other room.
Yeah, that's never good.
That's better. I suspect Vicky's possibly watching our stream.
Fair enough. Hello, Vicky.
Well, frantically painting entries.
How nice. And hello, everybody that is joining us tonight as well. Hopefully, you're all doing well and you've had a good Christmas so far. Because it's not over yet, is it, Tom?
Not yet, no. I mean, technically I'm back at work for a couple of days, but then I'm off for the new year, so...
It's almost unnoticeable, isn't it? So
that wasn't too bad, so I must admit. It was fairly quick. Also, I'm just going to pop a little link into chat for Discord for anyone who has just joined us today and for the first time. But good evening, everyone. Say hello. Please say hello in chat and join us. And smash the like button. We like the like button. It's a good button.
Yeah, we need all your help, guys. So
yes.
Please pressing that button. Tell all your friends about Black Toe Studios.
And what wonderful people we are.
And what wonderful people I am. So, Tom, what are you working on tonight?
Oh, God. Okay, right, well. Obviously, as it was the Christmas times, don't know if you're aware of that. I got a few things.
Yep.
Got a few things. So first of all, I have this.
Nurgle goodness.
With a flesh mower. Yes. And then I had another squad of Plague Marines down here, which are now being painted. So I've got another 7 of them, and I had a couple of extra characters I've just tagged onto the end of them, which is, I can't remember the names of these. One of them's got the, I think it's the Bioglus Putrefier with the little globe things, and then the one with the big spewy gun. So yeah, I'm working on those at the moment. I'm also side working on my Marine. I've kind of got to a point where I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it at the moment, because I've tried out a couple of techniques on it and it didn't look quite right. So just sort of, yeah.
Got to a point where
I want to have a look at it and sort of think about what I'm going to do with it. Plus I'm trying to work out how I'm going to do the shoulder pads, iconography and stuff like that. I might have to freehand it at this rate. So how about yourself?
Well, I am currently painting the old Chaosy Marines. However, I have, moments before the stream started, I did go and undercoat some bits. So I have undercoated a couple of squads for my Sister Battle. So I'm letting them dry. I'm also working on some Necron Warriors, which are not up here tonight. They're down in the house. So I've got things going on everywhere.
Yes.
So I'm kind of, I'm having fun though. It's good times in the
hobby. Well, this time of year we normally pick up quite a few bits and pieces, because on top of that, I've also got down here that I need to get done. Vicky got me an immolator.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
But that's going to stay in the box until I finish this lot. So, and I think the money you gifted me for my Christmas present on via a voucher has gone towards a Nurgle Demon Prince, the one without the wings and the funny face, the bloated one.
Classic one, yeah, I like it.
I thought I'd grab it before it went out of print or something.
Yeah, I really like that Demon Prince as well. I don't know why I like it very much, but I think if you play any Nurgle army, you need to try and include that guy in there.
Definitely.
Big bulky guy. So very nice, mate. Very nice.
A big mech in Mega Armor.
Oh, very cool, very cool. So you got a fair bit for your Christmas.
Yeah,
stash.
I'm going to. So I've got plenty to get on with, and I've got so many other bits, and I've also assembled a couple of Sister Battle units. I have a which was this one called? Oh, the Hospitaller and the Diogenes.
Very cool. I got, as you know, this little guy here.
Oh yes. How do you like him, by the way?
Very cool. I'm going to go a bit cheeky and kind of convert him a bit, because
That's cool. I figured you would because
the Dark Apostle as
yes.
well. So that was my 40k stash, which is very nice. I'll be getting on with those. I'm kind of grateful that's all I got in some ways because I've struggled to keep my head above the water. So it's kind of like, what have I got? Oh, hello, Fracker. Welcome, Fracker.
Oh, Thracky's a legend in the chat.
Yeah, yeah. Occasionally we get
turned up. He must have heard the word Big Mac and went,
yeah.
"Oh."
I think we had the Emperor last week.
The Emperor.
Yep. Hello, David, and hello everybody else. Oh, Mr. Blue's here as well.
Yeah. And just in case anyone missed it, here is another link to our Discord. Please come and join us. We have lots of little challenges going on. We have we have a good community chat going on. Come join us. Come and have a chat. Join in. Just click that link and just get yourself into our Discord. If you haven't got Discord, of course, don't worry too much. If you don't want to join Discord, it's just an option there for you to use it. You can get a chainsaw to the face. Whoa! We're all friends here.
Yeah, lads.
And you're a Black Templar.
Yeah. What's everyone else working on tonight? Mr. Blue, obviously working on his Land Raider range, working on Firstborn Mark 3 today. Ooh, nice.
Finally a toothpick. Nice.
Captain Artemis.
Yes. Got some Smesmarine stuck in my teeth. Excellent. Yes. Well, I mean, at the moment I am holding heretical people in my hand, so I can't really go down the Black Templar route without full guilt of doing. Yeah, you know.
So, Tom, are you going to get Fracker for your Orky army?
I think eventually I will, yes. However, I will be converting him slightly in some way, just to make him not look like Thraka. I'll probably use his rules though, but because I need it to fit with my, I don't want to run, you know, a typical army like that. Really, I want to make it a bit more my custom war. Yeah. So, which is, you know, but the problem is he's such a nice model. I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a beautiful model. I do find so the latest box of Battle Sisters was my second box, and some of them, like the first box, I was a bit worried about going like, I'm going to try and convert you guys and kit bash a little bit, because like a lot of new kits, they are pretty mono build. Although you get lots of options, you've still got to put part A, part B, and part C together, kind of thing.
Yes.
And that's a little bit frustrating because a lot of the new kits are like that, and especially if it's a brand new army, you're not necessarily got the backlog of bits, have you, to kind of chuck on there. Although my lot of sisters now are getting quite a lot. Quite
you do get quite a lot of bits in the sisters boxes, to be fair. So
yeah, well, you can make 3 different squad options, can't you?
Because they're kind of like a core set for several different entries in the codex. So
yeah, your Dominion, your Battle Sisters, and your
Celestians as well.
Yeah, Celestians.
At the moment, of course, they may, you know, they might add a new kit for some of them potentially.
Yeah. I was having a look through the range, and it's actually not that massive a range, which is a bit of a shame because, of course, I brought I purchased the special bases.
Yes.
So look, there you go. They're quite some big bases there. And you're kind of like, well, what am I going to be putting on these? I can put a Penton engine on this bad boy over here, but these ones here, do I put? I don't think
there's any.
Everything? I don't know, but I think they're just 32mm bases anyway.
Yeah, I think most of them are, to be honest. Unless you get some of the special big. Oh, so I think Celestine might. No, I think even Celestine's on there.
No, I think that's very true as well. Yeah, Fracker, the models are just beautiful. I'm really enjoying painting them. You can kind of see them off in the distance on the battle.
They're hiding.
There's a couple of squads I've got.
Hiding from the Necrons. It's like you haven't had a game in a while, Dom, or something.
Yeah, well, have you had a game lately, Tom?
No.
Exactly, we're both in the boat together, my friend.
But I'll be having a game with Vicky very soon. Probably going to play one this weekend. Actually, we had to take a little break from it because we were both getting a bit. Well, problem is when we had the table up, it monopolises the front room, and that wasn't really practical over Christmas. So we had to take everything down before we had Christmas dinner and stuff. We're going to put it all back up and have another crack at a few games in a row again. That's why you haven't seen any battle reports, guys. Do apologise because obviously normally myself and Dom will probably get together and actually play some games during the week, but yeah, tier 4 fun.
Here for fun. Did anyone else get any good goodies at Christmas?
Yeah,
Or
what
did
was
they
all your haul, guys?
something nice?
No, I've seen a few of your things in Discord, but if you've got anything that you haven't maybe mentioned, let us know. Actually, I'll just check if anyone actually has dropped in a note. Still no one joined Discord. Oh dear. No new people. Bring new people.
Yeah, tell a friend. Get friends into the hobby. We're the nicest kind of people to introduce them to the hobby.
Yeah. Lots of and also would love to see some more people get involved with the painting challenges as well. Get a few more people.
Oh, I tell you what, the painting challenge at the moment, there's some very nice
Vehicles, isn't
armies, models going on. Yeah, so it's vehicles at the moment. And I think we've got Aaron working on a Stomper,
which is looking
which
very
is
nice.
pretty good. Captain Jack in the chat is using this challenge to paint a Sentinel, which is also looking quite good. We've got Mr. Blue working on a Land Raider. I believe Vicky's working on a Razorback at the moment.
I believe she is working on a Razorback, yes.
And I'm unsure about if anyone else is working on anything at the moment. Put it in the chat if you are in here and you are working towards something. That would be great. Just going to put this guy together.
Got my cousin some 40k novels for Christmas and hate that.
Oh, Range is working on a bloaty. Nice.
Drone
Yeah,
they're good models. I'm enjoying mine.
I need to get some hobby supplies actually.
I have actually got a fair wad of money as well to sort out stuff, because I seem to have received an unusual amount of cash gifts this year, because I think that's basically what the postman could handle. So, which is very nice of people from the family to send over. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to sort of drop that on a few 40k bits and pieces. Maybe even put some towards a channel dom. Don't know.
Wow, Tom. That's good. Yeah, that's it. My 40k gifts were pretty limited. Got a Forge voucher that got the wrong email address, so that happened for you. Except for that, you know, having a couple of kids, you kind of get put on the sidelines a little bit when it comes to presents, which is completely understandable. The girls got some good presents. Got a marble run, which is probably one of the best presents we had. It's absolutely awesome.
When I saw that, I was just like, I remember them. They were pretty sweet. Actually, I was like, I want to play with that.
Yeah, it's one of the few presents that I just kind of went, I wonder how much I could get more of this for. And it's not too bad price. So I'll probably be investing a bit in the marble run, make it even bigger.
Multi-floor marble runs on, be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. And the old wooden train stuff.
Brio.
What's the Brio? Yeah, that's it. I got some of that as well, which is good. So yeah, that's been a fun Christmas.
Good.
In the Dominic household. Watch some films and stuff. So it's all been relatively pleasant, to be honest.
And relaxed.
Pretty relaxed. It's been quite nice.
So we had a fairly chilled one as well, to be honest, considering everything that's been going on at the moment. It was just mainly just myself and Vicky. That was it. So, but it was nice. It was very nice. How get wounded?
Yeah, sorry about that, Range. I have a very bad memory.
He does. He really does, by the way. I mean, the stuff that I could tell him like yesterday, he's probably forgotten. But you have to accept that of him. He's not trying to hurt your feelings.
Forget to send money to people. Fracker, Orcs. Yeah, they will be getting some new stuff. I am sure they'll be getting some.
They've already teased a fair bit of it, I think. Especially with that. I think there's going to be a new boys kit. I'm pretty sure. And I suspect they're going to be bigger than the old boys. I reckon.
You reckon?
I reckon they're going to upscale the Orcs a bit. Yeah.
I hope they bring out Orc Scar Boys.
As in proper ones, yeah.
They're just bigger, more between knobs and boys, like Battlard.
Or just make them bigger, Dom. It's fine. That's what you need to do.
I just think there should be more troop options.
True.
You know, we're not all blessed with a Space Marine Codex. But it's a bit like the Battle Sisters. I'm like, all right, what are my troop choices? Battle Sisters. Okay. It's like, come on, give me something else. Can't just work with this.
You love the sisters. That's it. That's all you need. They're
Well,
solid.
I think they need more. But orcs as well, like your orcs and grots, and I think you can have our boys. Is that an upgrade through stratagem?
I think it is an upgrade. Yes. Although I suspect with the way they've done that, I reckon that'll become a points upgrade as well.
Yeah.
Like they've done with the other with the Marine Codex.
Yeah, completely. Yeah, I think
it makes sense. I think, and it's nice as well because it is a bit annoying having to spend stratagem points on just pretty basic upgrades. But we've got this plenty of time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The troops that orcs have should not be terrible. Oh, I don't know. I don't think they're terrible. I think a lot of people probably complain about the armor save, but then saying that they are orcs. Maybe they'll give them an extra wound.
What?
Imagine a 30 boy squad with an extra wound.
Sure. No, let's not think about that, Tom.
It's only 60 wounds, it'd be fine.
That could be nasty.
I like it.
I think just orcs have to more emphasis put onto the bigger guys, like your orc knobs, your war bosses, etc. And the troops are just there in number to tell a story.
Yeah, they're the war,
Yeah, exactly. Let's not get carried away. Maybe we should get carried away.
Orcs are super competitive at the moment. 2 wound boys, yes, go for it. That's what I say. I see Dom's face. No, never.
I've played some big orc armies, and it's all like it's hard because you get sidetracked. You're like, oh, how many orc boys can I kill in a game? You're kind of like, I've got to figure that mission. I can't just shoot orc boys.
It's fine. It's just
want to kill all the orcs.
It's the sea of boys with 2 wounds each. If I say it enough, Games Workshop will hear it and go, "That's a great idea."
I don't think Games Workshop listen to us talk.
You sure?
Yeah. Yeah, like we said before, Franco, I don't know how often you listen to our stream, but we took part in a massive apocalypse game a few years ago.
Yes.
Guard against orcs. And
so actually, I do have the videos for that now. So.
Yeah. So join our Discord. I've got it in there. And we had 3 green tides coming out of tunnels in the city that we were holding, as well as this like battlefront. And my armoured company was taking out 100 orc boys a turn. And that was pretty hardcore.
No.
Unfortunately, Tom was on the orcs side.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. That put me off playing orcs for a while, actually, I must admit. When you lose 600 boys in a game, you're like, well, I don't know.
Should have got 600 more.
Should have got 1,200.
But that was a legitimately good game. Oh, cool. Thank you, Cracker. That's really nice of you to say.
Thank you for watching. Forwards with 2 wounds. Yeah, I mean, why not go 3 wounds? I mean, if you're going to go to 2, go to 3.
Oh, yeah, why not? It's just keep...
Have I gone too far?
Oh, hello, Mr. Lee. Welcome to join.
Good day, sir. You should walk over. You should walk round now, Lee, and I can give you a Christmas present.
You can't do that on this sort of stream.
No.
No.
Is that illegal?
No, I think YouTube.
Even if we do a subscription service. Go for 4 wounds. Okay, we're getting a bit silly now. I mean, 3 I think's fair. 4 probably a bit too much.
I mean, if you're an orc biker, you're going to get more, aren't you?
We can put a little censored logo up, Lee. It's fine. It won't have to be very big.
It'd be a bit like Starship Troopers. The probe goes in. You want to know more? No!
Never! Never again! Oh dear. But I'm actually, I must admit, I'm quite looking forward to Death Guard stuff at the moment.
Death Guard bits.
Yeah, I'm hoping, because basically I've now worked out with these here, my list is over 2,000 points now. So I can actually get a couple of good games in, I think, without having to stretch the...
Clear the Night Lords.
Clear the Night or so.
Oh, cool.
Looking forward to actually having a proper game with them.
Yeah. Yeah, you worried about remembering some of the rules? Well, by the time we actually get to play a game,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm not probably going to put them on camera until the new codex been out because that's supposed to be one of the first ones in New Year. So because it will be the next one. So I feel it's a bit pointless doing any videos on it now. Because people will just be like, I don't know if you guys know this, but people will be like, oh no, look, he's using the wrong rules. So I recorded it before the codex came out.
I mean, we've tried to beat that by making rules up, haven't we, Tom?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like, oh, you're using the wrong rules. So, you can't win, essentially, is what I'm getting at.
Well, I mean, we did that with the...
Even if you make the rules up yourself, you can't win.
Because I did that with the latest campaign I did for the, obviously the Berserkers, giving them an extra wound. Which admittedly made them very, very powerful.
Yeah, it's quite a hard thing to do, though, when you're, on this topic. Like, you want to make it kind of last the test of time. So you essentially change the rules because you know they're going to get an extra wound.
Exactly.
The problem is you don't know in context, like points-wise, how that's going to change. If Chaos getting extra rules or rules removed, stratagems added in or taken away. It's quite hard. So you've almost got a bit of a guessing game.
I had a lot of comments saying that, you should change the points. I said, yeah, we could. But, how do I know that's a fair increase? Obviously people are saying, I'll just add 2-3 points on whatever. I mean, that's fine. But ultimately, it's a lot of stuff to keep track of when you're just doing when you're doing a kind of a narrative campaign. So...
Yeah, no, completely.
Okay, Thraka, take care, mate. I'll speak to you soon.
Bye, Thraka. Good luck on Armageddon.
You're gonna need it.
Got him. He was leaving. Bam! Back of the net.
Hold on, Yarrick.
The old man. Do.
Yeah.
Right. You got us. Bye.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the key thing I'm trying to look forward to is getting a game with some other people as well, because me and Vicky played a lot together recently, which is great. But when you only get stuck with a couple of armies, it gets a bit annoying that you can sort of go, what combinations should we do today? I'll play, because obviously between us we've only really got your World Eaters at the moment. And Vicky's Crimson Fists, which are great, but then I don't want to play Death Guard at the moment because I know their codex is coming out. So I'm kind of like, well, we could do Orcs. Yeah, Orcs are fine. That's probably what we're going to end up doing as the next set of recorded games, I think. Which I'm quite looking forward to. I haven't played my Orcs run. I've got a few new units and I've got all my vehicles sorted out for them. So, Mr. Blue saying, paint the Tau.
Yeah, paint the Tau. Do the Tau.
No, no more armies. Not yet. Can't do it.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, isn't it? It's, for instance, I was thinking about doing that. Like, I can't even play games really at the moment. I might get some sneaky game at work, but essentially I can't play the games. But I was thinking, I could do a word bearer list. Not even think about doing the extra wounds at the moment. Just go play as is. I know it's going to change, but like we just said, you put everything into question once you start altering the stat lines to match what you think is going to happen. At what point do you change? You stop as well. Oh well, the FAQ will fix this in the next 6 months, so I'm going to change the points. And you're like, no, keep it the way it is. But yeah, it's hard when you've only got a couple of armies and you want to keep producing output and playing games, but you might get a bit bored of playing the same style army, for instance.
Yeah. It's because I mean, especially the last set we did, because we did a solid kind of 5 games in a row with an increasing point cost. You play, I mean, I think Vicky was very much enjoying playing the World Eaters though, I believe. So I think she's very reluctantly packed that army back up at the moment. Most of it, anyway. I mean, hope it's all in there, Dom, and I hope it's all painted.
Yeah.
Berserkers have been stripped.
I've got a handful of Berserkers. Like when we finally are able to see each other, I have got. I've got a.
You listening, Vicky?
That Vicky can have. So there are more models for her little army. So she can have them once we can see each other.
It's not so little anymore.
Well, for a big 4, she can have another.
She actually got I got her Lord Discordant for Christmas. There's a little extra thing.
Oh. Murat is saying about Black Templar rumours about Primaris helping. What do you reckon, Tom? Is that a thing?
I haven't heard these particular rumours because there's a lot of rumours on the old rumour mill, if I'm totally honest. But yeah, it really wouldn't shock me if we got. I think there'll definitely be a Primaris Emperor's champion, in my opinion. I think there will be. I think it'd be silly not to do that. But I think they'll keep the old one as well, because I think obviously an Emperor's champion's kind of picked before the battle starts as a kind of like the Emperor's kind of guidance.
Yeah.
So it could be either a standard marine or a normal marine. So why not have both?
No, exactly. A bit like Death Company and Blood Angels. So why not have the option?
If one of the models was going to get primarified, I would probably say it would be Helbrecht out of all of them, because it's the one that makes the most sense. I'm not sure Grimoldus is going to get much love, to be fair. He's a great character, but if you think about some of the stories he's got, he's gone through quite a lot already. I don't know if they can weak any more out of him, but I'd love to see a Primaris Grimoldus. I mean, that would be awesome. But then they're saying there's a lot of chaplain models at the moment.
Yes.
A lot. So I don't know whether they would want to do another one in that range. Peter, you're right. But ultimately, just having a pure codex book for them would be awesome. That's really where I think this. That's what we really want. Not an overall codex, but a supplement for them. I think would be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. I think Black Templars are one of those chapters in 40k that's got everything you need for its own codex again.
Indeed.
To add into it, but they're pretty reluctant to kind of do anything with them.
Well, I think at the moment that whole codexes I don't think we'll ever see again actually for Space Marines. I think it'll always be a supplement now, unless it's obviously a very key faction like Grey Knights or whatever. I just don't see a full offshoot of Marines again outside of the normal, because it's easier for them to manage. That's the other thing, because they've got to update the core units for the whole Space Marine army, and then they can put all the takeouts and put-ins in the actual supplement. So I can kind of get why they've done it, because it could become quite a beast otherwise. So some hands about things being told.
Also, guys, if you haven't already, give us a little thumbs up if you think you like the content here. I'm going to give it a thumbs up.
You're going to give us a thumbs up, Dom, off your secret account?
Yeah, secret account. Captain Jack is my secret account.
He just wants his money.
I want my money. That's right.
Well, we've both got tickets tonight again, so
who knows?
We've increased our chance by 0.5%.
Oh man, come on! Gotta win.
Even a partial win.
Yeah. So, what do you think of the new box set, Tom? Battle Sisters and Drakari. I thought quite an interesting one.
It's an interesting one. I do personally feel the sister side of it felt a little bit lackluster. That might just be because I think it's the costings of the models they've included in the box set.
Yeah, I think the tank is quite a hefty.
It's like 30 something.
Yeah.
So it's not a cheap vehicle.
No.
So.
What do you get in that one? You get the tank.
Palpatine, Sisters kind of superior, and the squad of
the Retributors. Well, not the Sisters Superior. It's a new model, isn't it? It's the.
The Palpatine. Sorry, is it?
Yeah.
Palatine?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Palatine, Palpatine.
Hello, Andy. Palatine, and hello, Andy. New open war cards. I haven't tried them out yet. One day, Dom, we can try them out. Take care, Marat. Nice to see you, man. Take care, yeah.
Good to see you. Yeah, happy New Year to anyone. If you're leaving at any point, we don't get to say goodbye.
Jack, that is actually exactly what I was thinking. The thing is, I'm not going to buy that set because I don't want anything to do with the Drakari, and also I don't know anyone around here that probably wants Drakari either.
It's a bit of a shame, really, Drakari, isn't it?
I think they should have done the Sisters and Orcs. I think that would have been a really good, fun pairing.
I bet you do.
I don't know what you're laughing at, Richard.
Sisters and Necrons.
Sisters and Necrons. Sisters and Black Templars. That would be much better. What?
Interesting. We're more faithful. Yeah. So yeah, it's a bit. I always think it's a bit of a gamble whenever they include a non-marine army in the thing. Anyway, so you go Marines and Drakari. People go, I'll get a marine part, but not sure about Drakari unless it's like brand new models. I think you got the new Hesprax model.
Yes.
But except for that, I think the rest of it is something. Do I bother investing in that?
It's a money saving thing, isn't it? You know, you've got to find you've got to find somebody who plays Drakari in your gaming group, and I don't really know a lot of people that do, to be honest.
Yeah, it's one of those armies that I've been tempted with, but
we had a discussion about this, didn't we, on our stream, not stream,
Faction Focus. Yeah, you're back Drakari, yeah. And yeah, we both decided they're quite mean. Not really.
not our style of army. I mean, Chaos though. Oh, they're good. They're fine.
In comparison, to be fair, in comparison to Drakari, they ain't that bad.
I think it was a missed opportunity. I think they could have probably done a better pairing, personally. But ultimately, they had to pair all the armies in some way. So,
Yeah, I mean, what they could have done is they could have done Sisters of Battle and then launched their brand new Renegade Guard range.
Well,
that would have been a good match.
Your Sisters versus Renegade Guard?
Yeah, that would have been good. Maybe I could do that.
I mean, you say launch it. I mean, there has to be that in existence first for it to be launched, so...
Maybe I could do my own solo battle report. I don't know if people would be interested in that.
Well, I saw, I know Say Hi Paul's been doing some of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like solo battle reports. Like, I'm semi-joking. I've watched a couple years ago, and they just seem a bit... You can skew it in your favour very easily. I mean, you're going to win either way, but you're also going to lose either way. And I think the great thing about 40k is that you've got that dice, haven't you? The randomness of the dice.
Yeah.
Throw it completely. And I think that's part of the fun game, isn't it? Where you suddenly got that one guy who won't die. Or somehow, your lonely conscript takes out a Terminator Lord. Random things like that.
Mate, it never happens in your games. Your Lord takes himself out with the plasma pistol.
Yeah. Damn it!
Don't worry, reroll. Another one.
Yeah. Come on! Oh, Andy, you're going to have to give me the player's name. I'm going to have to... I'm sure he's going to be inundated. A bit like myself when it came to the Necrons.
You on about?
You click Necrons, right?
Yes. I don't want another set, though. I've got 4 already.
Yeah, exactly that, my friend. Exactly that.
You finished it? How's the Warriors going?
Oh, yeah. Oh, good. They've been sprayed and they've been washed. So...
You're actually doing them now, then?
Yeah, I'm doing them.
Oh,
yeah.
Good
It was
man.
very close call, to be fair, on the last video. So, I've decided to do some Warriors.
I haven't watched your latest update. Yeah, I saw it pop up today.
Oh yeah, if you haven't already, guys, go check it out. Get you're saying the next models to be painted. I think at the moment it's going to be the Reanimators, 2 of them. Rather than Warriors.
Mr. Blue, yes, you're probably right in that releasing this set may encourage some more Dark Eldar players. Yes, I agree, because it's a nice set for them. Warriors, Peter.
Warriors come out to play. Well, yeah, no, Mr. Blue, I semi-agree with that. I think sometimes they just need to release brand new models as well. And maybe they could have introduced more than one remodel of one that's already out there. See what I mean? Like Necrons, for instance, massive because every model in that box set was brand new.
And pretty much the same with this not Black Temple, I say Space Marines, just say, sorry, they had all the models in there were very new as well. I think all of them were new. Thinking about the starter set, I think they were all brand new as well. Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
He just ignores it.
No, we're not doing Warriors. No. I'm doing worries. I think it'd be quite cool at some point when the series is going to be ongoing for a while. That I'm going to have a big blob of phalanx of 80 warriors, and then on top of that, I got my 40 immortals and the rest of my infantry.
One day you can paint them.
They look pretty cool. Well, I'm going to have to paint them. I've got models here. I'm trying to get rid of. I've even got orcs.
Got some orcs. I'll take some orcs off your hand if they're going free.
Yeah. I'll chuck them into the next. There you go. I'll put
anything you're after, by the way?
Not at the moment. Necro Warriors, you got Necro Warriors.
I can sort that out for you, mate. I can get my hands on the box set for you. Do you want to go halvesies?
Yeah, let's get some more Necro Warriors. That's another little boy. Let's get over him. There you go. Oh, boys.
Actually, it's fair. We can get a donation from chat. Okay, anyone who wants Dom to have more warriors, just send them. Send this to Dom.
Yeah. I mean, it would be absolutely awesome if I got
inundated with warriors.
over 100 to 200 warriors. It would be absolutely amazing, but I would be cursing a lot of people eventually, where I'd be like, "What? How many of these things?"
That and cultists, guys. Cultists and warriors. Dom loves both of them. So.
I do like cultists. At some point, I have got to do my new cultist series on Instagram when I've got a bit of time. I've got weapons kind of loaded out everywhere, kind of save little bits, kind of go, ooh, I can use these for cultists.
Custom cultists.
Custom cultists is the way forward.
What do you think? Oh, by the way, obviously that Dark Apostle. What do you think of that one, by the way?
The new one?
Yeah.
The one you got me? Where's it gone? Here it is.
I was just curious what you thought.
It's a good model, actually.
I wasn't sure when I got it, because I was a bit worried that you might go, oh, another bloody apostle.
No, I like this one. It's quite cool because obviously it's better with the little dark disciples in there. It kind of makes the role a bit more.
Do they actually have a rule, by the way?
Yeah, they got rules. So it makes increases the prayer going off. So it increases the dice roll by 1, I think. So yeah, they're pretty cool. I was quite happy when I opened the kit. I can open the kit now.
Cool. Yeah.
I like these little trays as well. They're quite handy. Use them for little bits boxes. So the kit's quite nice because I don't know if you can see there. You got like different pauldrons. Where's the head? They've got a separate head up here. I love a separate head. I get a bit annoyed, like with the Chaos Lord, for instance. His head is molded onto the body, so you got to do kind of a bit of cutting around there to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it's a really nice kit. So I'm definitely gonna make him a bit more custom. Lose a couple of bits, add a couple of extra bits.
Yeah, he's quite a busy model, isn't he?
Yeah, yes, but I think he's going to look quite cool. And more Dark Apostles are better for the army at this point.
Good.
Just a shame this. I just get annoyed that like Marines or Orcs or whoever get lots of options for these kits, but then you get this one Dark Apostle kit. Come on, just give us more.
Give me 5. Give me 5.
How boring is it that you have like 2 or 3 and they're all the same model unless you have the kit bash them? Why can't there be more Primaris lieutenants?
Well, lucky you've got the old ones, too, haven't you? So.
I've got the old one as well, so I'll be running both.
You have a nice little combo at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because when I got it, I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember what you had. I was thinking, no, he's got the old one. I'm sure he's got the old one.
Yeah, I've got the old one. Yeah.
Good.
The old Finecast one.
So I'm looking forward to getting that Nurgle Demon Prince as well and having a look at him. I don't know whether I'm going to try and put wings on or keep him on foot. I'm not quite sure what I'll do for his wings, to be fair.
I think wings is the way to go, mate. To be honest.
No, I know, but he doesn't come with them, does he? So.
No, you can pop something on the back though. They're not, the hardest.
Maybe I'll have 6 foot worms spinning.
Maybe make a big jump pack.
I could do a jump pack. I have seen some modifications on that. Get their own half decent lord. I imagine they'll get something. It's very hard to tell with Death Guard because their release kind of got nipped in the bud quite badly.
Peter Colin. Tell you what I have got. I don't think he's in the chat tonight. Mr. Dave Holland. But I hope this won't all fall down on me live on the stream. But he did gift me some of these Age of Sigmar bits. So I have got these guys, which maybe at some point might go towards my my other World Eater army, because I've got 2 World Eater armies. I've got the one that I than you guys, and I got my other one. So these guys might turn into Chaos Cultists. They're the Age of Sigmar Bloodbound people. I don't really know what they're called. Pretty cool kits though.
Oh, the cool. But yeah, also Jack, the rotors of these guys, I think they're too small. But I think you had to use the greater ones, wouldn't you? I think these look a little bit too small for a Demon Prince. So they are.
Oh yeah. Hello, immersive worldcrafter.
Oh, hello.
It's been a while.
Doing very well, my friend. How are you? Thank you for joining us tonight. It's always good to see some. Oh yeah, good point. Actually, has anyone joined in? No. Just in case any new people have joined tonight, again, please come check out the old Discord arena. We like to have you in here because once you come in, you will never leave. That's right.
Yeah, you're stuck forever.
You shall never leave.
What is everyone working on tonight? We've already asked, but I don't know if anyone's decided to switch up mid-stream.
Yeah.
I am still working on Chaos Marines because why wouldn't I change to anything else?
Hitting the tube new vid on making rubbish pile. Excellent.
I tell you what, people who are unaware, the immersive worldcrafter has supplied terrain to us in the past. We have put a review up a long time ago.
Yeah, it was quite a while ago now, wasn't it, actually?
But if you guys remember on the channel, we got like corrugated rusty metal with like bolted holes in. We've also got barbed wire, which we purchased from the immersive worldcrafter. So if you want some cool bits of terrain, bit of scattered terrain on your boards, go check this chap out, and I'm sure he'll be able to.
Good stuff on there, man. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
I wish I had more room to store terrain.
Oh man, I was thinking
and then I would get way more stuff, but yeah, I'm just going to pour it instead.
Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, like, terrain is one of those things, isn't it? Like, for instance, I was looking at the armies on parade stuff. I was thinking all these cool things I could do for them. But you got to have them on, essentially a GW tile or the equivalent of. But then you're like, where do I store it? Where do I put it once I've done it?
Exactly. And, I mean, if I just pan the camera around here, you could see I've just got terrain over here to my left of me. I've got some terrain over there on all my shelves. And in the living room, I have behind my big sofa, I have totes of stuff all the way around it, and I've just basically run out of space. I couldn't get away with getting any more anyway. Vicky's watching right now. If I committed to getting any terrain, I wouldn't be able to leave this room tonight.
I'll send it secretly to you, Tom. In that case,
we've never done that before, though. Don't worry about
it. Yeah, storage bins. The thing is, I'll go into my OCD with storage bins in a minute. But yeah, terrain as well. Like, you go to somewhere like Warhammer World, or you go to a wargaming convention, and they'll have these massive boards set up, and you're just instantly inspired. Like, I'd like to do a bridge game where you've got a bank, riverbed, bridge broken down. But you're like, where would I keep that? You've got to have a custom board to put that on. Like,
and you wouldn't want to get rid of it between things either. You'd want to keep it.
No, the amount of effort you put into it.
I mean, you remember some of the Games Workshop terrains that you used to be able to play on some of their special boards. They had the Hell's Reach one. That was amazing. That really long thing with the broken bridge in the middle of it and the emplacements dug into the board. And they had that big fortress, didn't they, in the Ice World? Yeah. That one. I think they're both featured in some of their publications. Actually, I must admit, I really liked playing on that. You remember when we went up and had that Apocalypse game, and we played on the Tau board.
The Tau Outpost board.
Yeah, that was really good fun. I
think there's a couple of photos of that somewhere.
They're actually on our web page actually.
Oh, on our web page. There you go.
For those of you who know, we do actually have a web page as well. It just very rarely comes up because it's literally just there, so we have a presence on the web somewhere. And essentially, it has a nice page with some of our pictures from our previous games, and then has a rotating thing of our latest YouTube videos.
Immersive Worldcrafter. You're talking about the Skaven and Dwarf mining board.
Yes.
That is brilliant. Sorry, the one in the playing hole.
Oh yes, the industrial kind of.
Yeah, I know the one you mean.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, you look at what they've put into it, and it's amazing. They've got bits of like Bane blades and shadow swords and titans. They're like, well, we make it, we might as well use it ourselves. Yeah, and looking at Necromunda boards as well. God, amazing. So anyway, my OCD about storage boxes. So I can't really show you, but underneath here, I've got my drawer units for all my armies. I've got, I don't know how many drawers I've got. 16 drawers? Yeah, 16 drawers. That all look like this, essentially. 16 drawers, all like that. Where I store my army in, just to keep them all happy and packed away.
In good shape, Dom.
In good shape, yeah, because, geez, yeah, carry cases, can't put them all in carry cases all the time. But underneath my table, geez, there's boxes of all shapes and sizes, and it just, does my head in, Tom. I can't look at it.
No, I mean, mate, you remember when I bought these? So I got when I bought these for the first time.
Yeah.
And I actually had them all custom cut for my then fully completed Black Templar army about 6 years ago or something. And now, yeah, I'm gonna have to get some more because I need to get some fresh cut ones because all the other stuff I've got is all is all just basically overflowed into other standard containers. So yeah, but basically, yeah, storage. The annoying thing is because we run the odd event now and then, as you may or may not know. We've had to influx a load of terrain for our boards because we don't want to. When we do our ones, we don't play the standard. Put equal amounts here, and here. We make much more thematic boards for our games. So that it may not be. Get some manga trays. But could have a look at that as well. Yeah. But yeah, but we just because we want to make more immersive boards. We tend to need more of everything because it's and lots of little things as well. It's not just the big bits; it's all the little things like rock, stone, sand, flock. What's that stuff we get? The kind of fungi kind of stuff, isn't it? This little like the stuff they have in aquariums, grass stuff, yeah, stuff like that because otherwise it doesn't look right.
Yeah, there's a fine line, I think, when you're doing these events because, like Tom's saying, we're trying to make the boards a bit more custom. So you're immersed in the narrative of the game, the mission, or the whole
battlefield.
But then at the same time, you've got the expectation of cleaning all up afterwards. And when you're cleaning up, like this stuff's brilliant. There you go. Like a big bag of that will last you forever. And using that on like a dozen boards, you then got to tidy it up. So you can't go right. Jeez, dirt devil to go
I'll
through it all.
And I'll tell you the worst thing about that is you're like, I won't spill it on the floor. Just script. No.
Yeah, anything. So
kitty litter. Yeah, that's probably not. I actually bought I bought a couple of sample sets from a garden centre, I think it was, which came in a big, like a massive mini tray, which actually is really good for bits, by the way. That's the other reason I got it. But they were it was like a £5, but you got a box about this big, so big, with lots of compartments with lots of different types of stones in it. I got that because it was, when you're doing this kind of stuff, it's quite nice to have a bit of variation in all the sizes of rocks and types, because otherwise it looks a bit samey.
Yeah, so here's my colour one. I've got the grey one. You've got the white one. And I've got a load of other
What Tom hasn't told you is that white one was actually full. That's how much he's lost over the years.
Yeah, it's like a gravel floor I have in here.
Just walking around.
Yeah.
Either that or he let me make a board for him.
Good evening and welcome. Yes, so we're just at the moment talking about terrain because, of course, we are joined by the immersive Will Crafter.
Yeah, just popped in, so it's always good. Stop eating the gravel, Tom.
Can't help it.
That's why he hasn't
I get nervous in the game. I have to eat something while I'm getting thrashed.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, okay, really well. The old eating gravel trick. He's on the ropes when he's got the gravel.
Oh no, his dentist loves him. He gets so much money.
He doesn't. That's the problem. Oh man, I want to make some cultists. Can't be cultists.
Make your Dark Apostle. And then make some cultists.
Make another wave. I've got to go for my bits box.
Oh, do you see that with these? obviously these Death Guard I'm doing. I've gone with I've gone with combat this time.
Yes, I think that's the way forward, mate. I think.
I'm looking forward to trying it. Definitely, yeah.
I'm not going to say Death Guard, but Plague Marines for combat I think are going to look quite tasty. I'm not sure if we said it in the previous stream or on Discord, maybe. Can't remember having a conversation about them, but I think definitely put them in a rhino, chuck them on to an objective or off to contest something, and they are going to hold it like there's no tomorrow, hopefully.
Indeed.
Or draw a lot of fire away from the rest of your army. Yeah, right, Mr. Blue, yeah, so in Discord. If those who have just joined or have been sitting lurking in the background and want to join our Discord, there is a link floating up and down in the chat there, so come and join us. We're a very friendly group. We're slowly growing in number, which is quite nice. Of course, we have painting competitions as well, or challenges. Sorry, not competitions.
I imagine we might we might do a competition at some point.
I think it'd be quite nice. But at the moment, the challenge, everyone gets given a fortnight, and they're currently working on vehicles.
Yes.
Hello, welcome, Isaac. And there's some very nice vehicles going up at the moment. I think it can be a bit intimidating if it was an actual competition for some. Like, I would definitely if you haven't seen it already, Aaron's Stomper that's going up there.
That is intimidating at the moment already.
How is he painting a Stomper that quickly to that standard?
Yes,
it's quite good.
Maybe we should get some cameras in his room.
Yeah, he's got like a team of young children painting models.
Bring me more people to paint. I must finish for this challenge.
At the same time, we've got like Captain Jack there, who's also put up a picture a bit earlier this evening. I'll let Isaac's finished his. So Captain Jack's just on one armoured Sentinel, which is looking pretty cool at the same time. So it's interesting what people have kind of picked. And it's amazing that we've got such a nice little community growing that can do this and really go all in, which is quite nice.
Intimidating you with the Stomper.
I let Vicky's put something up as well there.
I quit. No, never quit. Never surrender.
Yeah, and
we'll paint them on the beaches.
Captain Jack. I'm glad you went with the missile launchers in the end. Because the plasma is, I've not got a good track history of plasma sentinels, have I?
Mate, no, just you and plasma in general, in my opinion. I don't think you your lords die, your sentinels die, your guardsmen die, your marines die. I mean...
So for my Dominion squad, I've gone with 4 Stormbolters and a banner person, and then the leader of the squad I gave a combi plasma. And as I was gluing the combi plasma together, I was like, "Well, you're not going to last long, are you?"
you can't even disguise it as a different model because it's going to be the leader. It's just like, the leader. Oh
God. But
you got rerolls, don't worry. It's fine.
Yeah. So, man, I keep saying, but they're such nice kids, as you know. And I kind of want anyone out there to kind of, if you think of a new army, definitely consider System of Battle. Because the models are just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I am looking forward to expanding mine out a bit. So, obviously, that is my, at the moment, my Sisters of Battle is currently my very slow grow army because I'm making very considered choices over what I buy for them. It's not saying I'm just going to go and buy this, because I did 30 troops to start with on mine, so I've got my 30 kind of core for a battalion at the moment. And then I'm going to added a penitent engine to that because that was came with the starter set. But I also added an exorcist, and I've got, as I said, I've got these 2 to come on to because I realised I was a bit short on characters, so I wanted to put a few of these guys in just to sort of flesh out some of the slots for elites. And then obviously I've got an immolator because I need transports. So, but I want to get some normal rhinos as well. The immolator is actually not necessarily for the sister battle squads. That'll be obviously for probably like you're planning on doing with Dominion squads or Celestians. I'm going to pick up standard Soritas rhinos for the battle sister squads. So I could actually put the Retributor squad in it. Yeah, that's because the way my guys work, you can get out advanced shoot and everything. It'd be really good fun.
Oh yeah, you've gone with Argent Shroud, haven't you?
Yes, because they fit my Templars nicely.
Yeah, I've gone with the Bloody Rose because I think they're pretty awesome, to be honest. Especially with their combat rules. I'm like, they're brilliant. I don't know why I didn't think of these before, but you've got like the little double hand flamers that you've got the stratagem. When they come in, you extend the range by 6 inches.
Yes.
And then the plasma, basically the Bloody Rose means that combat weapons and pistols get a better AP. So then you're coming in with 2 hand flamers or 4 hand flamers, and you've got an AP -1 on them as well, which is quite cool. That's my personal opinion anyway. But as for the army, because it's going to be a conquest army, crusade army. It's going to be the planet we're fighting on is very urban and very dense. So maybe I'm thinking maybe not many tanks. If I go anything, it'd be Pentagon engines. And I think looking at the Sisters range, I think coming into 2021, I think they're going to expand that range a little bit. I think I wouldn't be surprised if there's a flyer that's introduced, or maybe some sort of bike or cavalry-based unit that gets chucked in there, because it does seem a little bit lacking in some aspects. Okay. Maybe that's just me. So talking of 2021, Tom, have you got any hobby resolutions that you want to?
Well, first of all, I just added Kevin, Immersive Worldcrafter, into our Discord. So welcome, my friend. Thank you for joining us. And resolutions, right? Well, I've got one key resolution in the fact that I say this quite a few times every year, but I'm really trying to cut down on backlog of purchase miniatures, because so I've kind of said to myself, because I actually have some money to buy stuff with. I'm not going to do it. I've got too much. I mean, look, I'm just over here. I have a pile of orcs sitting there waiting to be done, along with loads of other bits and pieces. So my current really firm goal for this year is to stick with what I've got and try and finish everything up. The thing is, I've actually been really good with my Death Guard, and I've been really good with my Sister Battle. I haven't overbought for them. I'm even straight onto these, but I think that's because I've found them more fun to paint at the moment. So I want to make sure that I stick with saying no. I'm going to finish these models before I go out and buy too many more.
Oh, nice. So are you setting yourself a goal, as in, like, are you going to say that that they're going to be, you're going to empty your cupboard of grey, or you're going to half your cupboard of grey? That's pretty much
what I'm doing. Yeah, I think. I mean, I can see what I've got from here, really, because I've got most of my stuff out on the shelves, because I pulled most of the stuff out. All my orc stuff I need to paint is over here now. That's my last lot of orcs, bar the stuff I bought, obviously, with the from Games Workshop the other day, which is due in, which is just the mega knobs. So it's not actually a huge pile to get through, which is good, because obviously I finished those 3 vehicles. But other than that, it's actually almost fully painted, so I'm actually quite happy about that. But it's just a question of going, I don't really, when you're painting Orc Boys and stuff, you're like, I don't really want to paint them at the moment. The thing is, I do want to paint them, but I don't want to paint them. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense. It probably does for hobby people, I suspect. You want to get them done, but you don't really feel like painting them at the moment. Hence why I've been sticking with Death Guard at the moment, because I've been quite enjoying painting them. And I know there's a new codex coming out for them, so I want to have it ready for that. There's lots of incentive. But yeah, my idea is to currently finish. I've got my Grey Knight army to finish. I've got my orcs to finish. I've got
your Tau to start.
The Tau. I mean, the Tau, in my opinion, that's kind of a back burner project. That's never going to be a primary project for me, because I would love to do them, but it's not really my.
Your passion's not there, Tom.
It's not passion for Tau. No, exactly. And also, what's the message? What do you think of the Myphetic Blight Holders for the new edition, Tom? Any thoughts? Have they actually changed the rules of the Blight Holders?
They probably have changed. Well,
I'm going to refresh my memory a little bit, because. Here we are.
Well, my hobby resolution, anyway.
Oh yeah, sorry, Dom. I didn't mean to.
That's all right. No, it's probably very similar to yourself, Tom. To be honest, I'm keeping on top of the Sisters of Battle with the painting, which I'm buying painting straight away instead of collecting 4 boxes, starter boxes of Necrons. Also to make the apocalyptic force for the Necrons. But yeah, mainly a couple of grey, really, to be honest. I mean, I'm doing quite well filling out, but then somehow, like, people get me all this, and I'm like, well, great, I'm going to have to. which is much appreciated. But yeah, it's like, oh right, okay, here we go, let's do this. So I don't necessarily have to buy many models. I get gifted quite a few, which is quite nice. There you go. Anyway, sorry, I let you go on to your Death Guard one.
Yeah, I was just having a quick look actually. I mean, actually, I think Blight Haulers. I mean, I'm not quite sure what specifically you're thinking about them, but obviously they were pretty good anyway, Blight Haulers actually. So, but I think actually anything fast for Death Guard in the next edition is actually going to be pretty handy because of the new rules they've got with regards to their new aura for lowering toughness. So anything that you can use to get, because that was actually solely, that was one of the reasons I wanted to get one of the drones, because what I've done with this one is I've given it the flesh mowers, so it's purely combat, because my idea is that they're going to be going towards them and trying to really cut down on that, cut their toughness down as much as I can, because actually even with the bolters that I've got for a lot of my Plague Marines, if you can get the toughness down to 2 or 3, depending on what army you're playing against, they suddenly become pretty powerful.
Yeah,
because you're wounding on 3s, not 4s, for instance, on Marines, and Guard you're wounding on 2s because you're double their toughness because they've only got toughness 3. So
I think it's pretty good, isn't it? If you put them alongside something as well, like you don't have to go pure. Oh, do you have to go pure Death Guard now?
You do to get the auras, yes, because you have to be fully from the list, which is.
But maybe you then have to use some of your more longer range weapons to take full advantage of your little mowers of death.
Yeah.
Like I say, you chuck them up there to load the toughness, and then your heavy guns can just pound everything into.
Well, that's one of the reasons I've stuck with the autocannons on my Blight Lord Terminators, because they've got a good range while they're walking forward. But I mean, these things aren't to be sniffed at, by the way. I mean, I don't know if anyone's actually used the flesh mowers in combat, but you get 6 extra attacks for every attack you have on this thing. Strength 8, -2 damage. I mean, that's pretty sweet. I thought having 3 of them just ploughing through some guardsmen would be quite fun, like making some mulch. Let's have a look here.
Oh, right. So Captain Jack there going on maybe about New Year's resolutions.
Yes.
2nd edition goblins. Oh my goodness, to be done. Looking pretty. Well, you're talking about the goblin spearmen or the little night goblin archers they used to do. Because they were pretty awesome. Or you're talking about Gretchens. I'm guessing you're talking about proper goblins. What about anyone else in the chat? What are your New Year's resolutions? Hobby resolutions, that is.
Fascinating, so handy for the nature of the 9th edition objectives. Good Trilobe and BHs plus love it has the demon keyword. Yeah, that's another good point. How's our guys' second hand scene, Dom?
In what way, sorry?
Peter's just asking how, I suppose, how good is it? I mean, I haven't really bought anything second hand for a long time, to be fair.
I keep an eye open on second hand stuff. Mainly, to be fair, Forge stuff that goes out of print. Because of course I've got my Renegades and Heretics, but also like my Word Bearer stuff. Like they did the custom tank panels and stuff, and they're quite hard to get hold of. As for local groups, I'm a member of quite a few of the local groups. I always keep my eyes open in case someone sells an army that don't want anymore, or terrain, all sorts of things. Really, to be honest. It's not too bad in my opinion. I tend to try and buy from people I know.
Definitely.
And then next it's eBay, and then finally it's Facebook. I have purchased a few bits from Facebook. So I got my Hell Talon Bomber from Facebook, and a couple of Rhinos, but generally, normally it's local people. So the Khitan, for instance.
Oh yeah, you got the Khitan. I forgot you got, yeah.
The Khitan and a few Blood Crushers and Warp Talons I got from a mate of mine who was sending their stuff. Terrain got from my neighbour who painted up all the big city terrain. He was getting rid of that, so I got that off of him.
We've got terrain second hand, really, haven't we?
Most of the stuff I get is probably second hand, in all honesty, rather than new.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to see models go to waste.
No. I mean, you know me. I'm not really one to sort of get rid of models either, even if I don't really like them. It's very hard for me to sort of go That's probably why I don't do a lot of second hand, because I just don't get rid of stuff. I'm a bit of a hoarder when it comes to that. I mean, I'll quite happily sell an army that I absolutely loathe. That's not a problem. Which is what I'm saying. Andy's looking at. Andy's son wants Tau. Maybe I could just send the entire Tau collection. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go. And what else I got there? Mr. Lee going on about painting an army, which he is slowly doing.
Yes.
Thanks to the Crusade.
You keep going, Lee. I'm looking at you.
Yeah. I think if you guys are following the channel, Mr. Lee did well on the first painting challenge and got first place there with his Nurgly Demon, which I think Crusade's a good way of doing it, because you're slowly doing it, bit at a time, rather than buy the whole army and then feel you have to paint it and get intimidated by it. So yeah, I'm glad it's kind of working out well for you so far there, mate. Jeez. Then we got paint by 200 model Tyranid cheap by using airbrush only. Yeah, jeez, 200 models. Jeez, yeah, and that's what I mean by getting intimidated by things. I've done it with my previous Orc army. I just looked at 5,000 points of Orcs. I was like, no, I'm not doing this.
You wussed out. Like, you wussed out.
Yeah, I wussed out. Yeah, no.
Well, Andy, if you are serious, I'm more than happy to list you what I have, and you can either take the whole lot as a job lot and you deal with it. I'll have to check with Vicky first, by the way, because obviously it is partially her army as well, so she may want it a little bit as well. So I'll check and see what she says. But we might be some stuff knocking about we can get rid of.
Yeah, and there
you hear that, Vicky?
Mr. Blue there saying about his Alpha Legion backlog there. Yeah, a good one once again. Try and go. And to be fair, at the moment, with the way things are, especially where we are, Tom, not being able to play that much and just do hobby is probably a better idea. When we actually get to play properly again, the amount of new model syndrome, it's going to be completely like Agincourt. I'm going to be losing models everywhere. They're just going to be falling to the ground. Yours are going to be like proper veterans, and mine are just going to be, oh yeah, geez, first time I've had to roll for this. I was a 1. I'm dead.
No, mate, you've been saving all your good rolls up.
That's how it works. This is the battle, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But you won't need to save up the miracle dice because you'll keep rolling so well the first time round.
Yeah. Painting a guard army as well. Army tips, your friend. Army painted dips, right? I'm not a massive fan, although a friend of mine had a Deathwing army, and he used army dip on them, and it turned out pretty good, actually, to be honest. So, let's not poo-poo the army painter if you haven't tried it already. Isaac there, guard army, yes. Hopefully an infantry army, lots and lots of infantry army.
Going to be collecting 2,000 points with 500 extras to swap out. Cool.
Yep.
He wants to paint some specialist games. Well, maybe we'll have to get some. Maybe we'll start Blood Bowl teams.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm not committing to this at all. No, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah, you got an Orc army to get on with, Tom.
I've also got plenty of specialist games knocking about in here that I've played one game of. So I think no.
No.
Just no. Well, I've got the Necromunda set. I've got the what's the other set? I can't remember the name of the Kill Team set. Sorry, that's the one I'm looking for. Yep. And I bought the Assassinorum set as well. I think even the Age of Sigma one as well. I can't remember what's that called? Silver Tower, isn't it? Silver Tower?
I don't know. You're the one that's chased it.
But they're all sitting in a cupboard in the front room. I think we played a game once with them once upon a time. But there's a lovely Auric team for Blood Bowl.
It's hard because Necromunda, I've got a big love for Necromunda, and it's something I wouldn't mind trying at some point. Although it's finding the time to do it as well is the main thing.
I know. I had a friend very kindly paint 2 gangs up for me actually, and he sent it as a kind of a present. Actually, unfortunately he's not in chat at the moment, but he does pop on occasion. But yeah, he sent over 2 teams. He painted Goliath and Escher, which was very nice. And so if you do want a game, Dom, they're there and ready.
Yeah,
you nice. The Goliaths.
Oh, mate, I was looking at the models. Goliaths aren't that bad. I quite like them. But yeah, Necromancer's good. Also, Blood Bowl. A few of my friends play Blood Bowl. Someone I work with has got a couple of teams, and he's just like, "Oh, bring him in the pitch, and we have a game at some point." So that could be quite good. Kind of scratching the itch without breaking any guidelines.
Breaking any bank either.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing about Blood Bowl. It's like you get one team and you're done, essentially, unless you.
Don't pretend like that's what you do.
I just buy all the teams.
You get one team going, oh, I'll finish that one. I quite fancy another one now.
Buy all the teams. I used to love Blood Bowl. I had like the Chaos Dwarf team, an Orc team, and the Human team, but that's like the old model.
Oh, Galleon League, yeah. I mean, obviously it's a bit annoying that you can't really do it at the moment.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, that's something to talk about. It's like how a local hobby shop's doing, because you know, a lot of them are probably struggling a little bit at the moment if they haven't got an online presence, or their online presence isn't particularly great. So I think they're doing well, because they're the ones that really bulk up your local community, and I really hope they're going to come out strong. Fingers crossed. If you are owning a hobby shop, good luck to you out there. Really, honestly.
Yeah, we you know, it's
need to have you guys about.
What will we do with our local hobby shops? Hey, God. Dear me. Well.
Oh no, we're going to get political in a minute.
I personally think it'll all be sorted out. I'm not sure doomed is the quite well, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be the same thing. But personally, that's where I'll leave it. You know, I'm trying to be optimistic. You know, it's not what people necessarily, not everyone wanted, but it's we've got to try and move on now. So let's move on now, Dom.
Yeah. No, I mean. I mean, let's talk a little bit, because my profession is kind of. I know a little bit about this, and yeah, it's not going to be like Tom said, it's not doom and gloom. Although it's far from great. So yeah, never mind. We'll move on from there. Yeah. Before I kind of go
I don't want to go down to catching any large fish tonight. So it's
quite a sensitive subject still, really. I mean, politics is always something we try to avoid a little bit on here, because everyone's got views, and we'll see what happens. To be honest,
indeed.
Yeah. Right, quickly backtrack. Peter, yes, big chaos cut. Yeah, big muscly men. There you go. Love big muscly men.
That's quite a backtrack, Dom.
I had to zoom back.
Was that what jumped out? Was that what jumped out at you?
It just it's like, I do like big muscly men. Indeed, my friend, indeed.
That's what Dom would be in the. That's another bit of news. The old world.
Oh man, the old world.
The old world coming back.
Yeah, exactly. How do you think that's going to come back? I've heard an interesting idea that popped up on one of my local gaming groups about the old world, and they reckon it could be going back to 15mm.
Really?
Yeah, because if you think about it, well, this is just an idea. The idea behind a 15mm theory is that they don't want a game that's going to be competing directly with AOS.
That's a fair point, yes. But then say that AOS is bigger scale anyway.
Yeah. I'm not. I wouldn't mind a 15mm game, to be honest. But it'd be interesting to see what they actually do.
I'm actually genuinely interested, personally, because I got into Warhammer, that kind of Warhammer, quite late in the day in it. Because before, it was literally just being wound up by the time I kind of... Because you and me, we both had a kind of almost a joint Empire army at one point, didn't we? Because I'd gone with like a Black Powder army, you'd gone with a kind of a Huntsman army. So I've done Nuln. That's my one because of the powder. But obviously, having a look at having read through the article the other day, obviously they've pulled it back to a time obviously before end times, obviously, but quite early on in the setting.
Yeah,
So
they're all the way back.
yeah.
Yeah, and like people saying, a 15mm would be really good. I'd definitely, I'll say right now in the stream, I will invest. If it's 15mm old Warhammer, I will invest in it because I love old Warhammer fantasy. When it used to be like, rank and file, and you'd be wheeling your units around. And I think if you put it down to a scale where it's 15mm, they've got the technology now, like you've seen in Titanicus, where they can just shrink things down and the detail's still there, and you could have massive dragons or airships or big bits of artillery, all this amazing stuff, and fortresses. It could be absolutely brilliant.
Very cool idea. Very cool idea. I think.
You'd have to invest in some proper magnifying
the big old magnifying glass, the tiny brush.
I just think it'd be brilliant. My first introduction to Games Workshop really was through Warhammer Fantasy, like having the old metal models and old Chaos Dwarf Blunderbuss, or the old, like I said, I think it's a second edition box set. We had the goblins with the spears and shields. All the shields are different.
Oh, the older.
Yeah. I mean, the models still now look a bit kind of.
Oh, they look. It was their theme. It was their style. It was their style.
They had a style, and I look at that retro Warhammer stuff, and I'm like, this is amazing. Like,
it was like the old combat cards, mate. You remember the old combat card game?
I've still got the top cards somewhere.
Those style. That's the style of art on there was really cool. That's actually what drew me into playing it as well. And I didn't really play standard Warhammer Fantasy because at the time I didn't even know you at the time. To be fair, this was before I met you. And I had one friend who was like interested in it, but it's like you go when you're like in under 12, 11, whatever, 11, 12 years old, you haven't really got a lot of that kind of disposable money to go and go, I'll just buy a load of this thing, it'll be fine.
I think back when we were younger, Tom, it's kind of like the social media wasn't quite there. It was a bit harder to get games. You'd have to know people. Like, I remember my postman delivering a Games Workshop box and saying, "Oh, we play this." This was like back when I was like 10.
Oh.
And then, like, his son would be like, me and my son played. Do you want to come and play a game? And I played a game. Like, looking back now, probably a bit dodgy. I'm going to get murdered. But it was like, this was it. This was back in the day. But now you kind of go online. You can trace people down through local groups or friends of friends. It's so much easier.
Too much contact.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you another interesting thing, though. Now you mentioned that. Do you remember the old Games Workshop boxes they used to do with the troll on the outside?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
I was just saying that's obviously how you knew it was being. Yeah, that's
Games Workshop.
Yeah,
you can't hide it. It's here.
It's a real shame they stopped doing them. Actually, I think that was a really cool thing because you always knew your order turned up, and it's look at that. But then saying that, people may not have seen it the same way as he plays Warhammer, does he? Oh, look at him.
Yeah. There's a bit more of a stigma about that.
There was a lot more stigma about it. Now people. Well, actually saying that, Tom, I think it's more the fact that you probably just don't care nowadays.
Yeah, probably that. But that's what I mean. If I was a 15-year-old, maybe, or maybe I don't know, 15, whatever. But if I was going to school and played Warhammer or 40k, would I be ashamed of doing that, or would I be like, oh well, there's worse things to play, League of Legends. I don't know what the kids play these days.
No, I think back then would have been massive stigma. It would have been massive stigma. I mean, the funny thing is, obviously, me and Dom actually went to the same secondary school. And I think you probably played Warhammer at school, I'm going to suspect.
Yeah. I was.
Now, you see, I wasn't involved with that scene at all at that age for the exact reason that you're describing, that I felt like I was the place to go and play football and all that kind of stuff. And that's what I did. I played more sport at that age, during that age of life. And then, because obviously then we got to know each other when we started playing computer games together at college, basically. And then that's when, and it was, and then after that it was like, oh, you play these model-y things as well, do you? These look quite cool. And then it kind of just snowballed from there. Yeah, it's a weird thing, but I would never have thought of it when I was at school because there was a massive stigma attached to playing games. It looks a bit different for.
Oh yeah, I remember. Like even now, like someone like last year or the year before tried to make me feel embarrassed. I was like, well, tough. You know,
Yeah,
I
my
don't
hobby.
care. I really
like-
don't care. You know, the world's.
Yeah.
Peter just said there, you got like people like Henry Cavill, like, and they publicly acknowledge it. You've got Ed Sheeran publicly, you know, acknowledging these things, and they make it. I wouldn't say make it cool, but they make it acceptable, make it more mainstream for people to come out and go, "I play it. I'm interested in it. Why wouldn't you be interested in it? Even if you know, you get interested, you don't like it.
It's just
Give it a go.
It's just a hobby. That's what you realise when you get older as well. It's just like it's my free time. I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, and that's yeah, and also it's a really good thing to do that you can sort of just do at home without having to sort of too much sort of going out and having to do stuff. You know, even people you can just enjoy it for the painting aspect of it. It doesn't need to be, and the modelling. It doesn't even need to be just the gaming. You know, so.
The thing is, like 2020 has definitely been the year of escapism. Like, you know, we've all needed it somewhere down the line. Whatever you're doing and whatever your situation is, you need some form of escapism this year. It's been pretty bad. So, you know, if you can, you know, make a box of Battle Sisters, or you can paint your Alpha Legion, or, you know, you can, you know, go online and read a little bit about your favourite faction. Brilliant. But, you know, it's what you need to keep you going. Like, if you didn't have that and you played sports, what sports would you actually be playing right now? You can't. Yeah. And famous people. You got Vin Diesel and Robin Williams. I saw a video about D&D in the US, and I can't think what his name is. Famous actor that runs a D&D group. And they had Vince Vaughn as well, and Triple H, that are also D&D players, which I thought was quite cool. Like, people like D&D. Like, let's talk about Warhammer, but D&D has had a massive stigma on it.
Oh God, Jesus.
You've got people who are willing to go, yeah, no, that's what I do, that's what I play. So, you know, and it could in earlier years kind of like affect their career.
But yeah,
there you go. So there you go. That's my little discussion about it. my thoughts.
That got quite animated, didn't it? That was good.
Yeah. But Tom, it's that time of the evening where we check our lottery numbers. Oh right. Jeez, Tom.
As I'm not jumping up and down, I may have won.
Right, let's have a look. We can win tonight, guys. We can win. Yes, Joe Manganiello. Manganiello. Yeah, there's a cool little thing about him starting his group in Hollywood and like them all being. Yeah. I think it's good. I think embracing the hobby in any format is good and encouraging. And you know, I don't think there's many gatekeepers when it comes to 40k, and you can't be a part of this.
Well, Peter, I mean, don't keep your opinion to yourself.
Yeah, Peter, don't sit on the fence.
Dom, I don't know where you're looking. If I haven't won, or maybe I have, you haven't.
No, Tom, you're so negative. Such a negative Nora. Right, here we go. All right, Tom, read out my numbers.
Oh, okay, it's a 7.
All right, okay, that's not looking good so far, but carry on.
32.
Right. Okay, yep.
39.
Right, yep.
40.
Okay.
45.
Right.
And then a 3 and an 8.
Well, I can tell you right now, one of those numbers matched.
Was that your ticket number?
Yeah, number 8 was the ticket number.
Well,
yeah, troglodyte being a strong word, to be honest. But I think the hobby that we can go into this for ages. But I think the hobby is in general is very welcoming and very warm. Like the community is very kind of accepting of whatever your background is. This is from my personal experience. Hopefully, experience we all share. But I think generally it was very accepting. Like whatever your background is, you kind of go into it from different aspects. Like it's such a big hobby as well. You know, you've got the books, you've got the painting aspect, the collecting aspect, the actual playing.
It's a very rounded.
Yeah,
of different disciplines. So.
Yeah, and I think everyone kind of goes, cool, you know, I might not believe in your political views, for instance, or, you know, your religion, etc., blah, 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 blah. But when you're playing the game, you're playing the game. Let's all just have fun. And I think...
And if you don't like him, you just beat him on the board.
Yeah.
I mean, that very rarely happens, but...
I mean, that's coming from a white guy, a white straight guy in his 30s, you know. I think I'm quite fortunate in that way. That I don't have much.
Probably not a lot of experience in that.
Aggro.
Yeah.
No, exactly. But I'd like to think that's what the situation is. Yeah, exactly. So it's about it's about sharing the hobby and putting your stuff across, which I think is very important.
And it also is, I've loved just hanging out with new people.
You love hanging out,
especially events. You know, when a lot of the events down here, you know. I mean, especially, well, actually, I'll say more of the events, especially the ones we travel for instance, like, you know, the ones up at Warhammer World. Oh, when did we get to go there again? Yeah, I've always met a slew of really interesting people for all the games that I've played and around that. None more than I think it was one of our first trips. And they used to do the like the little quiz night, didn't they?
Yeah.
After the event, that was really good fun. That actually, we ended up forming a quiz group with a couple other people that we met on the day. And we had a really good evening. But yeah, I think it's quite an accepting place most of the time. I haven't really had any very bad experiences. I think the only time you maybe get slightly different experiences maybe when you go to a highly competitive scene, perhaps.
Yeah.
But even then, we've been to a couple of quite competitive arenas, and you know, you don't.
Oh, man, it's like occasionally.
But we never end up playing the really competitive people.
Yeah, we don't tend to be going on those tables. I think generally, like, people are pretty accepting in what you do, and if you bring a list that maybe isn't meta, people might talk to you about it and say, "Oh, what are you going to do here? What's your plan?" And then they look into my eyes and they're like, "You don't have a plan, do you? Just like the models."
For me, it's normally when they read the list and sort of go, "You sure you're bringing this list?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Black Templars.
Good choice.
Word bearers, interesting.
You bought some scouts?
I mean, we did quite well, didn't we, in our last our doubles tournament? Black Templars and Word bearers. I think we did pretty well.
Yeah, was it? Yeah, because you did. Oh, yeah, because that was your team.
We lost the last game, I think.
Yeah, we could have actually won.
Yeah, we did. We only lost one game.
Yeah, I can't wait to have another game actually.
Yeah. I think we're being very fortunate in the hobby, which is good.
I can't wait for to do another doubles match, mate. Actually, must admit.
Yeah, our team Faith and Fury.
Yeah. Oh no, weren't we going to do sister?
Yeah. Sister.
Didn't know how much. No, sorry.
And then we know the caliber of the people we're playing. We memorise the theme sheet and we sing it before every game and see if they join in.
Yeah. And if they don't, we know we've got to.
Yeah, we've got a hard game ahead of us.
Oh, good God, mate. Let's have a look through. We've had a few bits and pieces.
Yeah, so Immersive World Creator, yeah. There is an alt-right minority, and I haven't seen that much of it, although, you know, it's not to say it's not there. And
I mean, it's normally everywhere, sadly. You know, it doesn't matter really. There'll be a little bit of it somewhere. But ultimately, I've had generally good experiences. I think I've maybe seen one slightly odd, you know, a couple of very odd encounters maybe while I've been at an event. But normally it's not with myself. It's normally just sort of just next to me. I've witnessed something a bit like, ooh, that's a bit.
Okay. Well, I would say.
But then saying that, it's more probably because it's not really how, and it's normally down to gameplay as well. It's like you see someone being sort of played a little bit, and you're like, ooh, that's a bit harsh. You know, but then you sort of some of these people do this because they want to win that badly, you know, and that's not necessarily who I would play with on a regular basis. So I
would say that's more sportsmanship than anything else. I think any other views there when it comes to like alt-right or whatever, I think people are very easy for two things. One, to be a keyboard warrior. It's very easy to set up a fake profile and to put on your views, and I know you will get backlash, but it's not going to be in person, and no one's ever going to judge. And two, that it's easy to kind of point fingers at particular people if you don't agree with their views.
Well, sorry, mate. Just Immersive Worldcraft was just leaving us, so I just thought I'd say, well, thank you for joining us, mate. And
yeah, indeed. Thank you very much.
I hope we catch you next time if you're around.
Yeah, I need to do the same in a minute, actually, Immersive Worldcraft.
Yeah. So I think we're about to wrap up anyway, mate. Don't worry. That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, in short, yes, there's probably stuff that goes on, but on the whole, I find the hobby generally relatively accepting and good fun.
Yeah, exactly. There's great people out there. And if you join our Discord channel,
I'll post that one more time.
You will definitely be a part of a positive community.
So, if you find either me or Dom annoying, then don't do it. Yeah,
don't do it if you find me annoying, because I will come out and say things occasionally. Or I'll post a picture of my face. So, Tom, I'm going to go and do some hobby in a minute. But I do like the look of these Age of Sigmar corn guys.
Yeah.
Do you know where you could possibly purchase these?
Well, I have heard of a company that is quite good called Goblin Gaming. Don't know if you've heard of them.
I can't remember, but tell me more.
Well, basically, Goblin Gaming is a really good online retailer, and they do have a store as well. However, if you were to order from them by using a link that's currently in our description of this video, or any of our other videos, there's a little... You kind of get nice models at a good price, but also you kind of chip us a little bit of some money from that purchase to help us build the channel. Don't know if you're aware of that.
I wasn't aware of that. I thought you were just very wealthy.
This is highly scripted, by the way, guys.
Yeah, so there you go. As Tom said there, if you click on the link below, Goblin Gaming, you can find yourself some lovely new models. And you don't have to buy them for yourself. You can buy them for us, or you can buy them for a friend.
Yeah.
Or you can just, donate them somewhere.
As long as you use the link in the description.
Yeah, whatever you purchase,
it's down here.
We'll go back to the channel, which will help us keep the lights on and get some fantastic bits for our events. But like I said, it's all free. We're just trying to help you. You get models out of it.
Yep.
And we get to host fantastic events when we can all touch each other again. Because that happens at our events on dots. Yeah, like that, Tom.
Anyway, on that note, guys, it's been wonderful to chat to you all this evening, as usual, and we hope to... is there a skip ad button?
Yeah, down there.
Yeah, down there. It's been great to chat to you all this evening, and we'll hopefully catch you next week. And don't forget, next week is painting challenge, so make sure you got your models done before 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah, make sure you got your models and then send them to me directly on Discord. And we'll go through them next week.
Excellent. All right. Well, take care, everyone, and we'll speak to you all soon. Bye-bye.
All right, take care, guys.